Welcome to the Dietitian Side Hustle podcast. My name is Katie Dodd, and I am a nutrition entrepreneur. But here's the catch. I have a full-time traditional dietitian job. My entrepreneurial endeavors are my side hustle. I've been making six figures through my job and side hustle doing things that I love. If I can do it, you can too. This podcast is for dietitians, interns, and students who want to be inspired to start or perfect the side hustle of their dreams. Let's do this. Welcome to the 33rd episode of the Dietitian Side Hustle podcast, Blogging as a Business. So before we dive into the episode, I just want to let you guys know that we are building a community of dietitian side hustlers just like you over at Facebook. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and hop on over to our Dietitian Side Hustle Facebook group and join our growing community of dietitians who either have side hustles or are looking to start. It's a great community, a great place, so if you are not in our Facebook group, make sure you go join. So let's dive into today's topic, blogging as a business. So if you've been listening to the podcast for a while, you know that I love blogging. Blogging is just so much fun. And I think what's so cool about blogging is that it is a legitimate way to have a business. And I think a lot of people think of a blog as a hobby. They think of it as something you do for fun, and they don't realize that it's something that you can use to reach so many people, to solve their problems, and to make income. So with my blog, The Geriatric Dietitian, it is in its 19th month, if I'm doing my math right. I started it on June 29th, 2019. And last month in January of 2021, I had over 105,000 sessions in January alone. So that is a session. If you're not familiar with that terminology, just think of it as like someone coming to the website. I had nearly 125,000 page views last month. And the coolest part was the amount of passive income I'm making through the blog. I made over $2,000 in passive income, which means I didn't trade time for money. That money just came in. I didn't lift a finger. So I look at blogging and I realize it takes work, it takes time to set up, and you have to be consistent. But if you're willing to start a blog, learn how to do it the correct way, and grow it over time, it is a legitimate way to build a business. It is a way to make money. So I wanted to share with you guys some of the success I had, and then I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how it works. You know, how do you make money through a blog? So there's lots of different ways, but I know I talked, several episodes back, I talked about how to make money, and I broke it down into two simple things, and of course it's more complicated than this, but to make money, we need two things. We need something to sell and someone to sell it to. That's where a blog comes in. If you do blogging right, you learn search engine optimization and you grow your blog, you have your audience. Now, if you can figure out with your target audience what are their key problems and how can we provide solutions to those problems and create things to sell to them, well, there you go. You've got your audience and something to sell to them. So through the Geriatric Dietitian, I'm able to make income through selling ebooks. I sell 2 e-cookbooks and 1 ebook. I sell digital handouts. I now have a course. It's brand new on the website. And I also make money through ads. So those are the ways that I'm making completely passive income on the blog because I have an audience. I have products that are solving the problem and I'm starting to make money. And the coolest part is I still consider the Geriatric Dietitian a baby blog. If I continue to nurture it and grow it over time, the sky is the limit for the amount of people that I'm going to be able to reach and the amount of income that I can make. So if you have ever thought of blogging before, maybe you hadn't thought of blogging, maybe you didn't realize that this was a legitimate way that you can grow a business, then I want to tell you a little bit about my Blogging Accelerator Program. This is a program, I've done 2 cohorts of it before. I'm starting my 3rd cohort on March 1st, 2021, and this time around, it's going to be completely different. But I really think of it as new, improved, better than ever, taking lessons learned from our first 2 cohorts and just continuing to improve the process of how you can start blogging as a business. So the Blogging Accelerator Program, I first like introducing my Blogging Accelerator Pyramid. So a place where you can identify where are you in a series of spaces on a pyramid. So think of the bottom of the pyramid is like maybe the people starting out. The top of the pyramid is where you want to be. So I have a pyramid that I've created for the Blogging Accelerator Program. It's on my website if you ever want to go see it. It's at Dietitian Side Hustle / sales-page. I'll have that link in the show notes. So at the bottom of the pyramid, I have the blogger to be. I think of that like the RD to be. That is someone who they want to start a blog. They want to create passive income streams, but they're unsure of their niche or even how to get started. So that's the blogger to be. One step up from that is the blogger. They have a blog, they hit publish, but they're still trying to figure out how to grow that blog and how to make money off of it. One step up from there is the blog employee. Now that is someone who owns a blog, they're starting to make money, but they still want to continue to grow and scale with more passive income because they're really the employee of the blog. They are working for the blog, they're putting in lots of time, and we want to shift to that point where the blog is working for you and you are, essentially trading less time for money. You're making more money, but working less. So that's at the top of the pyramid, and that is the blog boss. Now that is the blogger who has a successful blog with multiple streams of income. They're working less and making more. So if you want to move up the pyramid from a blogger to be to the blog boss, the first thing you got to do is you have to figure out your path. What is it that you want to do? And you got to learn how to build the blog. From there, having a blog isn't enough. You need to learn search engine optimization. That is how we get our content found online. But beyond that, you need to be consistent. You need to work on building multiple streams of income. From there, you need to continue to surround yourself with motivation. You need to be consistent. You need to have the right community. You need to figure out ways to automate what you do, systemize, and eventually hire people to help you grow and scale your brand. And when you have made it to the top as the blog boss, you absolutely have to continue to grow and invest in yourself. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my Blogging Accelerator program that moves people up that pyramid from the blogger to be to the blog boss. So through the Blogging Accelerator program, it is a 2-month program, 8 weeks total, and the time period that, or the time expectation of how long people are spending in the program is going to be 5 to 7 hours per week. Okay? 5 to 7 hours per week for 8 weeks. So each week has a theme, and there's an outcome within each week on what you will do. So I'm going to walk through those weeks so you can kind of see what it looks like and what it takes to, start moving up that pyramid. So in week 1 of the Blogging Accelerator program, we discover, we really dig deep and figure out what is your niche? What do you want to do? What's your website going to be about? What are you good at? And so at the end of that week, you would have a focused niche or brand and a basic understanding of business basics. And then we move into week 2, which is build. And this would be where you actually build your blog. So it's going to be really ambitious to build a blog in 1 week, but that's what we do in the program. At the end of week 2, you have a live website ready to monetize. Now, I will say we do have people in the program who already have a blog. They already have a website, and that is great. They are still absolutely able to benefit from the program. But in that week, they've got a little bit of breathing room, and maybe they can go in and kind of update and, fine tune the blog that they already have. In week 3, we really focus on learning, and this is learning the strategies that are going to allow you to grow and scale your blog. So at the end of the week, you'll have an understanding of the basics to grow your blog, but it's really beyond that. You're going to learn not just how to create the blog, you're going to learn how to create confidence and how to create more time. Because when it comes to blogging, side hustling, building your business, it's, I usually say 80% mindset, 20% implementation, but the more I do entrepreneurship, the more I do business, the more I realize your mindset. It's almost like 99% mindset and belief. So if you're able to build confidence in yourself, in what you're doing, in who you're serving, if you are able to collapse time, find out how to get rid of the stuff that you're doing that is not moving your business forward and really be focused and strategic on the actions that are moving your business forward, you're going to have so much more success and get there and do the thing faster. So anyways, off that soapbox, and moving into week 4, it's all about finding the gold. This is where we talk about keyword research, and you do a strategy where you're going to find all these topics you could write blog posts about for your first year. So you're going to leave that week with a list of topics to create your blog post on, again, for the first year of blogging. Then in week 5, it's all about create. It's about creating confidence, creating more content in less time. Week 6 is all about nurturing. It's about beginning to build your audience online, because we said to make money, you got to have something to sell and someone to sell it to. SEO and blogging is a way to bring in lots of people, but we also, there's social media, there's email marketing, there's other ways to continue to build and nurture your audience. In week 7 is all about dreaming. At the end of that week, you'll have a list of products and services to create as you grow your brand. And I say a list of products and services because the reality is when you start a blog, it's all about growing your audience. It's about doing the strategies to get your website found online, to do the SEO, because dietitians, we're doers. We want to jump the gun and we want to create products. We want to have all the things to sell. But if you have all these amazing products and services to sell, but no one to buy them, 2 things might happen. First off, you probably won't sell to many people. And then number 2, you might get burnt out because you're like, man, I spent all this time creating these things and no one's buying it. And that's only because maybe you just did things a little out of order. So that's why we talk about, what are the products and services you think that you're going to make? As you continue to grow and nurture your audience, you're really going to figure out what they want, because what they want might be different than what you think they need. So focusing on growing the brand first is going to be really beneficial. But we do want to plan over time as we grow, what are these things that I can create to meet the needs of my customers and make money? So through that week, I do talk about several ways that you can make money and showing you specific examples of how to do it, from making ebooks to, courses, to getting freelance gigs, to just different specific things that you could do to make money. And then finally, in week 8, it is all about planning. So at the end of this week, you're going to have a strategic plan to move forward with confidence, excitement, determination, and tenacity. So you guys, I'm really excited about this program. I have this dream of someday, anytime someone Googles something on the internet related to our niche, related to nutrition, that it pulls up a blog by a registered dietitian nutritionist for 2 reasons. Number 1, this way the general public gets accurate nutrition information. I know I don't have to tell you guys how much incorrect information's out there, but I want consumers to have good nutrition information, and I want the dietitian to be the one making the money. So that is my vision. That is my dream. In 2021, I want to help 100 dietitians and or RDs to be start blogs. So that is my goal, and that is where the Blogging Accelerator Program comes in. So I kind of walk through the process of how we do it. If you want to learn more about the program, I'm going to have the link in the show notes. And I know depending on how you're viewing the podcast, sometimes it's hard to find the show notes. So my website is dietitiansidehustle.com. If you go to that, click on the tab that says coaching. And at the top, you'll see a section that says like the 2-month Blogging Accelerator Program. You can click on that and it'll bring you to the sales page. And that website is dietitiansidehustle.com/ Oop, my phone just rang. Not editing it. So if you go to the website and type in Dietitian Side Hustle /sales-page, that will actually bring you to the page with all the information about the Blogging Accelerator Program. So again, the program is launching on March 1st. If you are listening to this and you're like, oh man, it's past March 1st, if it's just like a week or so past March 1st, reach out, let me know, we can still get you in the program. Now, if you're listening to this much later, perfectly fine. We're going to continue to launch the program throughout the year. Reach out to me and I'll make sure that we can get you in. So your action items for today. So I've got a few things. First off, I want you to visit the website. I want you to go check out more about the program. I want you to consider, if I'm talking about this and you're like, yes, Katie, that's what I want, that's what I need. I want to start a blog. I want to start creating my brand. I want to do the work knowing that over time I can create, income. I can make a difference. I could reach lots of people. And you want a very clear-cut path of here's what I have to do and here's the order that I should do it in to reach your goals. Then reach out to me. We can do 2 things. Number 1, on the website, you could directly sign up to the program. If you're like, Katie, I'm in, absolutely sign up. Or if you're on the fence and you're like, oh, I think this might be a good fit, but I'm not sure, you can get on a sales call with me. I don't call it a sales call, that's my sales page, a strategy session. So pretty much we just hop on a Zoom call. We talk about what is it that you're doing, what do you want to do, and we talk about would the Blogging Accelerator Program be a good fit for you. So if you want to do that, you could reach out and let me know. My email is katiedoddnutrition@gmail.com. And you could also go to the website and there's an opportunity where you can click on a free sales strategy call. So my last action item is I got distracted by that phone call, guys. I should have turned off my phone. Podcasting is hard. So my last action item for you is I know that not everyone who's listening to this, blogging's not for everyone. And if you're listening, you're like, wow, Katie, that sounds so cool, but blogging's just not for me. That's That's wonderful. But what I want you to do for your action item is to spread the word. If you know of a dietitian who you think would be really good at blogging, then let them know about the program. Share this episode with them. Share the sales page with them. Just help me spread the word so that way we can get more dietitians taking over the internet. So that way, again, whenever someone Googles a nutrition topic, it pulls up a blog by a dietitian. And again, that dietitian is the one making the money, making the impact, spreading correct information. So anyways, I hope that you guys learned a bit from this episode about how we can do blogging as a business, how it is a legitimate way to make money online, and a little bit about how I have a program that can help those of you who really want to become bloggers get on the fast track to starting your blog, starting your business, and having success. So, action items, visit the website, sign up or get on a call, or spread the word. Thanks so much for being part of the Dietitian Side Hustle community. I appreciate you guys so much. And for those of you who reach out to me on social media, email, it's always so much fun to hear from you guys. So even if you never end up being in the Blogging Accelerator program, continue to be part of this group, continue to be part of the Facebook group, and let me know any way that I can help support you as you go out there and reach your goals, start your side hustle, and do all the fun things. So thanks so much for listening, guys. I'll talk to you next time.